And hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Auto Club as we're getting ready for the Battle of the SRA's TMSRA qualifying race to see who will be in the main event for tomorrow's main event, the Battle of the SRA, here on this channel. So let's go through the field. Ben Tennyson, who won the controversy race at Loudon, on the pole. Then we have Luke Cage, who got eliminated, Leela Bakai, Sally Foster, Emily Elizabeth, Greg Rutz, Betty Barrett, Ben Erickson, Ashley Reynolds in the 76 this time. Sorry, it's been in the 69. Forgot to mention that was Scarlett Nelson, Josephine Bouvier. I'll finish my thought in a second. As that was Emmy Lipson, O'Neill Baldwin, Sophia Rowland, Luke Knight, Max Lipson, Noah Parker, Hannah Smith, Amber Rowland, Tyler Henderson, Riley Anderson. The two are not related. Candace Young, Timothy Grenville, Mackenzie Thompson, and Hannah Bluejay. So that is your grid. Let's get the party started.
Drivers, to your cars.
Tennyson, of course, like I mentioned, won the controversy deal. That was because Ish Taylor originally won, but was given a penalty for aggressive driving. So, yeah, we're going to see if the case we're going to be. I forgot what I was trying to say earlier. I'll look and see and make sure everybody rolls off, so that way. Ashley Reynolds, of course, going to be in the 76, replacing Hannah Bluejay, who moved over to RCR for the remainder of the season for the Reese's Pros. So there you go. Another 20 laps on tap. We only had one caution in the battle in the Team PCSRA qualifier. We're about to see what's going to happen here in the TMSRA. The TMSRA stands for the Motorsports Racing Association. We can't wait to see who's going to move on to the main event tomorrow and who will be not a happy bunch of bunnies. So there you go. Of course, it's sunny. The track is slick. These cars are slip sliding around. We saw that a lot in Team PCSRA's qualifier, and I expect the same will be said for this group. As pace car is off for another 20 laps of racing today. As let me pull the laptop up. And we're underway for the Battle of the SRA for TMSRA Qualifier.
Hey, dude, those chocolate chunks.
Apologize because somebody decided to cut me off in my recording as Luke Cage is now taking the race lead.
Sorry, I really interrupt you.
Let me take off the ticker so you can see all the cars. Leela Bakai will lead the first lap here. Of course, Leela Bakai from Honolulu, Hawaii, the closest that she can get to her home race. If you hear a little noise in the background, it's somebody opening a cookie jar. Don't ask why. So, Greg Rutz going for the lead of the race. As he's going to go side by side and take the race lead. So move the Little Caesar Chevrolet the lead. But for how long will he have the lead? Because here comes Betty Barrett in the 99. Seeing a lot of good racing. Something tells me in tomorrow's main event, we're going to see some very good racing between both classes. 20 laps, same rules apply. Bottom 5 will not make the main event. Top 21 transfers into tomorrow's main event. That will be 40 laps. And I do not know if they need a pit or not. I'll have to check the fuel window. I don't think they need a pit. I'll be surprised if they pit in the main event tomorrow. This is why and I'm going to throw a little disclaimer. This is what happens when somebody tries to interrupt me over a deal of cookies, which is my executive producer over there. Which I have to go smack him with a cheese grater. As Luke Cage has now taken the lead. Luke Cage is a former winner at Auto Club here in the Reese's Pro back in 2016. Of course, when he was driving for Circle Sport, the 33 Circle Sport car. Of course, that race was done by Travis Crampton. As looks like him and Ben Erickson made a little contact, as I don't know why we're looking at the face card. Levakai going to the lead. Let's check the back of the field, because I didn't do that a lot. Speaking of Hannah Blue Jay, there she is. Just mentioned about her. Noah Parker from Canada. Had 2 Canadians in this in the entry list with 52 cars. As I said, 10 cars will not make the show. You already know the 5 that did make it from Team SRA. You're about to find out the other 5 from this group. Max Lipson, Riley Anderson, Sarai Itzmed, and Timothy Grenville. Candace Young in the Rowdy Energy Toyota. Tyler Henderson, O'Neill Balvin, Mackenzie Thompson, Amber Rowland. There's Sally Foster. And back up front as I went too far. Eddie Barrett continues to lead. So we have, I think we have 3 Canadians in the field. We have 3 Canadians in this race. I believe we had a total of 4 overall. As Greg Rutz has taken the race lead back. Excuse me, I just belched. Apologies. Luke Cage takes the lead. I had something to drink, which is a Coke. And if anybody comes across this video in premiere, I am not sharing. Which I know a lot of you are saying favors. Where did I get the Coke at? McDonald's. Oh well. It's okay. And no, don't even start telling me if I'm a Bubba Wallace fan, because I don't want to start that conversation. Thank you very much. Anyway, back to the race in hand. As Luke Cage currently leads. And even though he won at this track, it was on a different version. It was with the Auto Club Speedway, where the walls were painted blue and there were safer barriers. This is just the original Auto Club, but it still provides some good racing nevertheless. Love the 3 and 4 wide. This track is kind of the sister track to Michigan International Speedway. 3 wide between the Budweiser Chevrolet, the Norton Toyota, and the NOS Energy Loaded Cherry Ford Mustang. Ben Erickson, who takes the lead. I believe his little sister Chloe made the main event. Would be nice if both the Ericksons made the main event for the morrow's race. I'm not going to jinx it and say it's a guarantee, because anything can happen. Betty Barrett leads the race. Betty Barrett has had a rough couple of seasons so far in the Reese's Pro. Ever since 2012, where she came close to winning the championship, Betty Barrett has not had a very good couple of seasons in the Reese's Pro. Since 2012, she has now missed the playoffs. If I look at my little stat here, this is the 5th straight season that Betty Barrett has not made the playoffs. And the last 2 seasons that she's been driving the 99, one was a Carl Edwards scheme, the Kellogg's Frosted Flakes Ford, of course from the same team, Roush Fenway Racing, and this Jeff Burton throwback that she's running, the Exide Batteries Ford. None of those times when she's driven the 99, she's been the victory lane. And she hasn't won a race since... Let me think. What was her last... Oh. She hasn't won a race since Bristol of 2012, believe it or not. That year she made the playoffs. And was one of the drivers eligible for the championship until she and Abigail Furley got together in Toronto, which was Barrett's home race, and DNF'd. Ever since that time, Barrett has not made the playoffs since. And if Betty Barrett wins this race, this would be huge momentum for this 99 team because it's not been exactly the best of season for her. She's like towards the mid to high 20s in the points and has not had a very good season. Hopefully next season she will have a better season. Timothy Grenville currently on the bubble, the rookie driver who graduated up to the Reese's Pro from the Buffalo Wild Wings series. Timothy Grenville, trying to remember what ride he drove, and for some reason it's escaping my memory what ride he drove in the only season I did with Travis. I want to say... I don't know. I'll need somebody to look that up in the comments section. Thought he drove for JGR, but I could be wrong. No, I'm actually wrong because I'm thinking of another driver. I'll have to look it up, and I'll look it up and see, and then I'll let you guys know the answer to the question tomorrow, unless somebody wants to look it up in the comments section. There you go. We're coming up to 5 laps of racing to go for Betty Barrett, who lives north of Winnipeg in a little town called Moose Jaw Heights. She's been in the PCSRA since the very beginning, believe it or not. And the caution is out, and that's going to end the race. Luke Knight has heavy damage. Josephine Bouvier, who won her maiden race at Martinsville's, got a lot of damage. And we have 4 laps to go, and I believe this will end the race. Now, what happened to Luke Knight here? Second incident of the day. Ironically enough, same incident point on the track. Let's see. I have a feeling the 017 had something to do with it, or if they went 4 wide. Nothing happening here. Let's... Well, this probably happened going into 3, I'm assuming. Yep. And looks like the 97 just hooked the 42. Took both cars in the wall, and Luke Knight goes for a wild ride. And upside down goes the NOS Energy Ford Mustang. Side over side, end over end. He took a wild ride. And the black smoke erupts on that 97. That car's torn up. Same with Josephine. They were both in a transfer spot. Unfortunately for them, they will not make the main event. Sadly, the race is going to end under the yellow flag. Hopefully Luke is okay, which looks like he is. Probably Luke is kicking himself saying, man, I should have not slid up in front of the 42. But that's okay. So, and second time today that we have a caution to end this race. Which is a shame because the yellow we had in the PCSRA one ended coming to the white flag, so the race ended under the yellow. This one came with about 4 laps to go, so I seriously doubt we're going to go back to green flag racing. I'll be surprised if we get the 1 to go signal here. If not, then you know the race is going to end under the yellow flag. And pit lane is now closed because of the fact that, nobody needs to come down pit road because everybody can make it 20 laps on a fuel. I'll be surprised if they don't tomorrow. And we are not going to get back to green, sadly. And who had the fastest lap in this race? Of course, the leader. Go figure. Next car was like almost a second off the pace. So we are going to end this race under the yellow flag. And Betty Barrett, who has not tasted a victory since Bristol of 2012, will go to victory lane, and she will be joined by the following: Greg Rutz, who finishes second, Ben Erickson third. So that means both of the Ericksons make the race. Luke Cage will transfer, so with Leela Bakai, who finished 5th, Emily Elizabeth, Sally Foster, Ben Tennyson, Tyler Henderson, and Riley Anderson get the top 10. This is her home track. I forgot to mention in the PCSRA, we have some hometown heroes. You saw Nathan Norman, who made it. Also transferring, Candace Young, who got 11th, Mackenzie Thompson 12th, Scarlett Nelson 13th, Soraya Itman 14th, so we'll have a Lincoln Continental in the main event. Max Lipson, Hannah Blue Jay, Sophia Rowland, Timothy Grenville, O'Neill Bolvin, Ashley Reynolds, and Hannah Smith will take the final transfer spot into the main as we are coming to the white flag. Drivers who will not make the main event, sadly, Amber Rowland. So with Sophia making it, Amber Rowland will not make it. Neither will Noah Parker, Emmy Lipson, Josephine Bouvier, and Luke Knight, who finished out of the race. So unlike race number 1, which was our PCSRA qualifier, we have a driver who does not make it to the checker flag. So it's up break for Luke Knight. Good news is he's out of the car. He is in the medical center getting evaluated by Dr. Ian McDonald. My left hand was starting to fall asleep. Do apologize. So Betty Barrett is going to victory lane here at Auto Club Speedway. You'll see the checker flag, and we've basically already given you the official results. So we're just waiting for Betty Barrett to take the checker flag, and then we'll sign off from here at Auto Club Speedway. So, congratulations to Annie Thomas for winning PCSRA qualifier, and Betty Barrett for winning the TMSRA qualifier. And if 26 cars was fun, I can't wait for 40 laps with the 42-car field tomorrow as Betty Barrett comes off turn 4 down the front straightaway. The checker flag is out. And Betty Barrett will take the TMSRA qualifying race. So congratulations. Standing should be official. Waiting for everybody to cross the line so that way it is official. And yes, indeed, it is official. So there it is. So basically, I've already gone through the results. So congratulations to Betty Barrett on the victory here today at Auto Club. I can't wait to see who's going to win tomorrow's main event. You'll find out at the same time we do. Thank you all for tuning in to to today's qualifiers for these two leagues, the TMSRA and the PCSRA. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give this video a like. Subscribe to become part of the PCSRA crew today. These are your results for the TMSRA. You didn't see the official results from PCSRA. The link is down in the description. And up next is the main event. Who will be the winners? Will it be TMSRA or PCSRA? You'll have to tune in to tomorrow to find that answer out. So until then, bye-bye.